To skyrocket your business value and stand out in today's competitive market, I'm about to reveal 4 powerful strategies that can transform your business from ordinary to extraordinary. Stick around because one of these strategies might challenge everything you ever thought about business growth. I'm Miles Threat. Thank you for joining me today for Legacy Leaders Lounge. I help ambitious leaders just like you build a lasting legacy, whether you're trying to climb that corporate ladder, launch your nonprofit dream, or kickstart your entrepreneurial journey. In today's ever-changing business market and the tough economy we're in right now, business leaders are looking for strategies that will help set them apart so they can experience growth and development even in a tough economy. And as I dive into this topic, I'm going to cover these 4 different strategies. And some of them are going to sound familiar, but stick around for that last one because I'm going to test your thinking for a little bit. But even as I begin to dive into this, I want you to be thinking at the same time, hey, great strategy can help you win today. Without great culture to go along with it, you're not going to experience the changes and growth that you want to see. But let's dive into these strategies to see how you can turn this year into your best year yet. What if I told you the secret to your business success isn't your product, your offering, it's your customer. Your customer is what's going to make the biggest difference for you in your business. See, it's about who is your customer and who do they want to become. See, today's customers, they want to know how you're going to help them become who they want to be. And their identity is shaped with every choice they make and every product they buy. Michael Scraggs says, truly successful innovations generate wealth for their users, not just their creators. Now I know you're trying to grow a business and it's about making money. You got big goals this year and you want to make that money and you want to be innovative. You want to have the best product, the best features, the most value. You want all those things. Great things to strive for, and you should strive for them. But the wealth that's being talked about here is a holistic wealth. That product, that offering that you have, how is it not only financially going to benefit your customer, but socially, educationally, physically, spiritually? Those are the things that your customer today is thinking about. They really want to know what's really in it for them, holistically, completely, for them. See, that product or service that you're providing, it has to empower and see greatness in your customer, your ideal customer. And that customer that you're trying to reach right now, you got to understand they want to be a part of a tribe or a group. Social media has created this. Think about it for yourself. How many Facebook groups are you involved in? How many connections do you have related to things that you enjoy doing? What are the present tribes that you are a part of? It could be a fan base of a sports team. It could be related to things you like to do, like golf or riding a motorcycle like I do. And it's more than just your customers sharing the same interest in these groups. It's them sharing the same information. And for you to have that tribe or group, you got to be able to support it. You got to be able to grow it. You need to be able to partner with it and organize it. And when you have customers who relate to each other socially in these groups or communities or tribes, whatever word you want to use, they develop an intense loyalty for your brand and your product. They will help you fight for success. And let's face it, we want to experience business success, right? Well, then you need to build that tribe that will fight for you. And the secret to building that tribe is creating raving fans. Think about it. Look at any sports fan base, how crazy they can be about their team. You probably have one that you relate to. That's the kind of customer you want to have. Seth Godin writes in his book, Tribes, too many organizations care about numbers, not fans. What they're missing is the depth of commitment and interconnection that true fans deliver. See, true fans, they're going to respect your generosity and bravery. They want you to stand up for them. They want you to be different and they want you to be innovative. And these raving fans, they become your media outlet and they drive the conversation around your business, your product, your brand. When they do that, the first question they ask themselves, what does sharing this information say about them? What's in it for them? The next question they're going to ask is, do they believe in the values of the company? So I said in the intro about these strategies, how they're going to help you develop your business and grow it. That customer that you want to create as a raving fan, your values is more important to them than your brand strategy right now. If they can relate, they can feel connected, they feel supported, they're going to become your raving fans. And for you to do that, you need to start asking yourself. Ask yourself these 3 questions. Who are they? Who are your customers? Get very clear and specific about who they are. What do they want? Do you know what they want? And then how do they belong? They got to be able to feel like they're a part of your tribe, your community. After you create those raving fans, the second strategy is operational efficiency. Imagine cutting costs, boosting productivity without sacrificing quality. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, I've been working in this world for quite some time in operations space. And the organization I've been working with this past year, we made some major improvements by cutting our costs, boosting our productivity, maintaining our high quality. We already have a high quality product. The market already knows that. But this past year, we got really tired with the numbers as far as how can we cut costs? How can we save? How can we get better results by cutting our costs? We got real serious about negotiating our contracts with our suppliers and making sure we're getting the best quality material at the best possible price. We found ways to save money that way. Some of it meant that we renegotiated some contracts. Some of it meant that we went out and got different suppliers that could provide the same quality at a better price point for us. And then on top of that, we looked at how can we improve on our present processes? Where are the bottlenecks in our systems? And how can we improve on them? We implemented those changes and we measured it and tracked it to make sure we're producing not only the quality that we're looking for, but we're also producing it at the efficiency rate at a lower cost. We got really serious about taking care of our inventory. It was pretty fucked up, let's just say that. It was a mess. We had lost a lot of money the previous year because of holes or gaps in our inventory. And improve on that, we delegated responsibilities out to different leaders to take more ownership of the inventory in their area and tracking it and keeping up with it and making sure it's accurate. And we were able to save over $300,000 because of that. It took a willingness to be honest and authentic about our results. And it also took us looking at those people that we partnered with before in the past and making sure they're giving us a fair price. It's a tough economy right now. And I don't know who you're doing business with right now and how you are negotiating, but look at some of those people you're working with. What are those contracts like? How and what are the areas that you know right now that you could go, if you looked at the books and you could save and cut costs for yourself? What are some of the bottlenecks in your system right now that you need to be focusing on and improve on? And one of the things that I would challenge you to think about is who, not how. Who can take care of some of this for you? Who can you delegate this to? Who can help support you in this? We identified the who's and delegated responsibility. Who was going to take ownership of what related to inventory in their area, cost in their area, and what improvements were they going to make, and how were they going to monitor and track it and stay on top of it, and how are we going to adjust along the way? And who's your best negotiator? Who can do that best for you? Or who can you get to help you improve your skills in that area? One of the things that you can do for yourself as far as reducing costs and improving your efficiency is go and look at your processes. And are you or those that you employ following that process? Is it still working for you? Do you need to make adjustments and changes in that? If you see that you need to make adjustments and changes, implement those adjustments and changes and see if you get the same or better results. Measure it, look at the data, and think about the who, not the how. Now that we covered strategy 2 of operational effectiveness, let's look at strategy 3, innovation and adaptability. In a world that's constantly changing, the ability to innovate is your ticket to staying ahead. When I think about innovation, I think about it like this. Innovation is borrowing, stealing good ideas and making them better. Now, if you're a Thomas Edison type and you want to go out there and come up with a brand new idea, you go right at it. But if you're in business right now and you're trying to get ahead in this tough economy, you need to be looking at not only businesses in your industry, actually look outside your industry for once and look at business outside your industry that you see and know that are doing well. And then look at what they're doing and figure out what is it they're doing right now that you can borrow or steal and apply to your organization. How can you use those ideas and improve on them to make them better so you can become innovative at this time? You don't have to be a Mark Zuckerberg or Elon Musk and create something new. You just need to be able to be observant and creative enough to take that idea and try to apply it to your organization. And how are you going to change it to fit what you do? Some of this is going to be you talking to your people that you have on your team. getting their perspective and their ideas. The more diverse group you have, the more that you can allow them to look at what you're doing and be honest and transparent with you about what they see and what their suggestions are, and don't take offense to it, and then implement and try some of those ideas. And then if something doesn't work, just pivot. Be adaptable enough to change. It also means those things that are getting you the greatest results right now, that are easy for you to do, and they're getting you the best results, you need to do that more often. Do it more often, do it harder, put more energy and effort into that. You want to be innovative, that's how you can be innovative. Those things right now that are harder, maybe not getting you the results that you want to see, that is where you need to adapt and pivot. That is where you need to try new things, new ideas, implement. Maybe it's you just need to give it up completely because it's such a bottleneck and it's costing you too much money, it's costing you too much time, and you need to give up on it. And you need to try something new and different. When you're willing to give up on good ideas that aren't producing you the results that you need right now and adjust and pivot, you're going to see potential for change and innovation within your organization. Now we just covered strategy 3, innovation and adaptability. It's time for strategy 4, leveraging debt for growth. In the world of business, debt often gets a bad rap. What have I told you? When used wisely, debt could become your secret weapon for exponential growth. See, debt's normally associated with risk. And I know it can be very risky at times. But if you're strategic about it and have thought through and have a good plan in place, it could strategically help you expand, innovate, and create that competitive advantage that you need right now. Let's just say you want to accelerate your growth. For you to experience that accelerated growth, and maybe that accelerated growth helps you become more efficient. And it's $100,000 investment, and you need to go out there and borrow $100,000. And you sit down and you do the math, and you look at your production numbers, and you look at what you can produce in right now, and you know that if you make that investment, that it could pay itself off in 2 to 3 years, then it's a no-brainer. Why not make that happen for yourself? It will allow you to seize that growth opportunity and take advantage of it right now. Because if you can move faster in the marketplace, it's going to be to your advantage. That investment, because you've made it and you're able to be more efficient, it's going to allow you to expand your market, scale your operation more quickly so that you can produce greater results. And then you can get your product to the market quicker as well so that you can generate that return on investment sooner. One of the benefits of you taking on that debt and also help you retain full control. Doesn't mean you have to go out and finance your company and turn it over to someone else. That borrowing of that money, that $100,000, allows you to maintain control. It allows you to operate at a new level. And you can grow the business without taking decision making away from you. That borrowing as well becomes a tax advantage. Let's face it, we all pay too much in taxes. And if you're like me, you don't feel like you see anything from it. That money you borrow, the interest on that loan, it's tax deductible. It reduces the cost of overall borrowing, and it helps you improve your cash flow. So you want to maintain control right now, you want to move faster, and you've done the homework, and you know that you can see a return on that investment within 2 to 3 years. So how can you be smart about this? You need to look at your ROI, your return on investment. It's calculated by dividing the net profit from the investment by the cost of the investment. If you were to borrow that money today, what's the potential of the capital you would make? Compare it against the cost of the debt. Your return on investment ROI exceeds the cost of the debt. That investment is likely to be worthwhile. And then you just need to be able to track and monitor. Look at your KPIs, your key performance index over the investment time period. Then as you get into it, you got to regularly look at your profit loss statement. You're probably going to need to make some adjustments in your strategy along the way if things change in the marketplace, and just ensure that your investment yields you the expected returns. And then come up with a solid repayment plan. Make sure it's clear and realistic, something that you can accomplish. And do that before you ever take on the debt. Look at your cash flow, your interest rates, what are your repayment terms to ensure that your business can comfortably meet this obligation. Now, I covered with you 4 different strategies: customer-centric approach, operational efficiency, innovation and adaptability, and finally leveraging debt for growth. I want you to imagine the impact these strategies could have on your business today. Today is your day to take action and make your business thrive. If you were to take action today, comment below in the comments which strategy you would implement first. I'm Miles Threat. Thank you for joining me today for Legacy Leaders Lounge. Do me a favor, hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. I look forward to hearing how these strategies helped you improve your business this year.